So the first episode, obviously, we see Sully and Deshane have the conversation. Sully says to Deshane, "Listen, bro, need you to skedaddle. This is my thing now, essentially. You wanted to do it anyway with Jamie. You've still got a way out because I could be the guy." Which kind of speaks to the mistrust and the tension between these characters since the original Summer House series.
Yeah.
There's always been an element of, I'm the big brother, you're my younger brother kind of thing. You're the hothead, I'm the smart one. And I think that obviously carried on into this season. But one of the things that I really did enjoy, and I know some people, I think maybe younger people have been critical of this season, has been the element of Summer House and how there's so many protests and there's riots and for me personally, as someone that kind of lived through that period in 2012, 11, whenever it was, as in the original riots from Tottenham, which banned into other areas, Peckham and wherever else that was real life.
No. Yeah.
The series sensationalizes it, don't get me wrong.
Of course, yeah.
But it's sensationalized to educate, right? It's to educate and entertain. And I think I love how Summer House sort of became a character in the series. It became something that needed protecting. Obviously, we've seen it talked about since the Netflix season started, where there was the whole gentrification conversation, the immigration conversation with Kieran. Yeah. And the way Summer House came together as a community I personally thought was quite profound and kind of added some layers to the characters and to Summer House as a whole. But yeah, how did you guys feel about that?
I really enjoyed it, especially the part that Mandy played in terms of being the amplifier of what the community needed or wanted. I feel like the writers did a great job in terms of being able to showcase like the issues that go on within the community via the actions that Mandy was doing, and looking at the community via her perspective, from the deportation stuff with Kieran.
By the way, that scene, personally, I was speaking to a friend of mine, Victoria, shout out to her. I felt quite emotional about that scene with Kieran, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I felt very emotional about that scene. And I thought that was such a good start to the series because it was like, not to say, and Ola made a good comparison. I don't actually say who he compared it to, but as a rapper who we know has had deportation issues.
Yeah.
And it was kind of obviously similar country like in terms of the Caribbean and so on and so forth. And it's like, these things happen.
Yeah.
These things do happen in real life. And obviously because young people may not necessarily be aware, not to patronize, they might be aware of these things. They're kind of like, where's the action? Where's the getting Sully back for killing Jamie?
Yeah.
But there's actually real stories to tell through this.
Yeah.
Which I think is important.
And they've not avoided it. They've maybe not had room for it for the past like couple seasons.
Yeah, Manny.
But yeah, so yeah, deportation stuff, the removal of people from their homes when they had the bailies come around, even when Mandy flipped out at Kieran for selling drugs to little kids, like, bro, this is a community, we helped you out, like what are you doing here? And these are like real concerns for people within those type of communities. And it was nice to see that through the eyes of Mandy, as somebody that was like mentioned offline that she went from going to jail for doing manslaughter to now essentially becoming a community leader. And that is something that you see in real life. You see people that have been free, have done X, Y, and Z, and then they reform, come out more grown, see life in a whole new perspective, and be like, no, this needs to change X, Y, and Z, and essentially become a voice for the community. And I feel like they've done a great job with that. With Mandy,
she's even able to rebuild her relationship with her daughter Erin.
Yeah.
Which is obviously we see more of her in this season through the whole relationship with Stefan, which made me laugh, to be fair.
I can't like that scene was so cute, bro.
That was some of my favorites.
It felt real.
Yeah, man. That scene.
It's felt like kids being kids.
Kids being kids, man.
Bro, I loved it.
I loved it, man. And like I was so glad that it wasn't. I don't know, like I don't know who told him or how those combos go, but whoever was the reference point for that, amazing.
When you're a kid and you first time and it's a bit. What do we?
You get me?
Even
the build up to
it
was fantastic. Do you know what I mean? Like,
because they were giving each other little looks, little flirtations.
Yeah. And then when they were like, in like the park and he's doing like the TikTok
dancing, yeah,
like that. Okay, and then
she's like, every person's in fashion, drinks coffee, like stupid look. Bro, it's cute, bro.
It was so good, and like, it was what I loved about Steph though. After every cute scene, it kind of reminded that his brother wasn't there, right? And it was like I said this actually in the review that I'd done for us guys, but it didn't make the cut. But I was like the responsibility of Jamie has been pushed down to his boys, and you can tell why Jamie and Kit were keeping them away from his boys, because even though they are loyal to Jamie, again, like we said, that's all they know. That's all they know, right? So when Jamie,
go on, you continue.
When Jamie went to prison, Kit was taking care of the man. you know what I'm saying? Okay, Jamie and Kit are both not there, bro. So they're both not there. And Aaron, to be honest here, he stuck to his word. In the previous season, okay, he was like, yo, the moment that I graduate, I'm gone. He was like, I'm gone. He goes, I can't take it no more. He goes, I'm gone. And he dipped from Leeds doing marketing. Loud.
One of the criticisms, obviously, that I've seen
was that he wasn't in it.
Firstly, that he wasn't in it. I know
he was in the promo as well.
I've seen the clips of him saying essentially that he wasn't happy with his character's story and the writing for his specific character, not necessarily the writing of the series, but his character and the way the character didn't really have much to do or say after that first season. And that was the reason why he didn't return, essentially.
I agree. Yeah. I think he could have played a way more pivotal role in what happened. But again, I just think that I think that the worst thing just about this series is definitely just like the unclosing of arcs.
Okay.
There was various arcs. Even Mandy, by the way. Even Mandy, I don't think her arc finished. Her last scene, if you guys
was with Jack, right?
Remember, was with Jack when Jack said, yo, have you seen Kieran? Evan she was like, nah, I haven't. Evan safe. But it's like, I don't need to see the end of the riot. Of course not. But was Mandy's intention then, or was she written in then to be this kind of like enigma between the two worlds? You know, between like this normal world of like going to work, jobs, whatever, and then this drug tirade world that she understood because she was there once, right? Was she that grim reaper? Because everyone she spoke to or she like warned went through it, fam.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think there was various arcs that just weren't ended. Even Steph's arc, man, I just don't think that was ended either. Because I think Aaron not being there didn't help at all.
Yeah.
I think it would have been real to at least have Aaron have some kind of FaceTime call, some kind of conversation.
When they went to the bench the first time,
yeah,
I thought Aaron was gonna turn up.
But it's kind of the one thing about that, if Aaron didn't come back to the show, then what can be done?
Yeah, I know.
As in, what could be done by him?
No, but by the writers, like what can be done if Aaron wasn't going to come back to the show?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's a tough one.
But it sounded like it's a crave issue, right? So it sounded like if they wrote him in a better light.
I think that from what I saw from the clip is that he didn't want to come back because he didn't like the character arc that they were putting Aaron through. So it's like I'm not coming back.